Hello, everybody. And today, I was planning to get into working with the counties of Florida. We've got a couple of viewers on our live stream who are from Florida. One of them just got back from a visit to Europe that he and his grandparents went on, and he also knows all the countries of the world. So I was going to get in and show him how to learn the counties of Florida, but got a little bit of a change of plans. I'm going to be going through Santa Fe, New Mexico this coming Friday, and I'm going to see if I can get an appointment with someone at the Department of Education just to introduce Click and Learn to them and find out about their social studies standards revision schedules. States do that on a certain process where every few years they go revise reading or math or science or so forth. So I just want to get some information from them on how that works. I want to show them some of the rewards that we give to the students, and I'm going to something like this little refrigerator magnets that the students can use to show that they know, in this case, maybe the counties of New Mexico. So that's a change of plans, and I want to get right into that, and let's see if I can get this set up correctly. I'm going to get into I'm going to get in and see if I can relearn, see how quickly I can relearn the names and locations of the counties of New Mexico. There are 33. And I might also see near the end, if I can, let me bring back to this scene. And at the end, I'm going to see if I can recite the 33 counties in 33 seconds. And I'm going to see if I can get 100% on the blank map of New Mexico. We provide those maps free for pre-testing, post-testing, and so forth. It's another way to help you to learn and retain. So let's get back into that, and I'm going to show you how to get in and play the game to learn, in this case, relearn and review the counties of New Mexico. I go to clickandlearn.fun, clickandlearn.fun. And I'm going to click, when I get to that website, this is the playground that I have. I am a registered user. It costs $19 a person a year to get access to over 500 games, geography games, and probably 2,000 games total. And so I'm going to show you how to get into this. First of all, because I'm a registered user, I have access to all these games. So I'm going to click the thumbnail up at the top left that says, click here to access thousands of games. It's a game library. When I click that, that's going to bring up a row, a channel of topics. Some of the topics that we have, for example, it's not just geography, it's anatomy, periodic chart, world history, US history, and so forth. But I'm going to click this thumbnail, third one from the left, that says geography, pick your state. I select that, I click that icon, thumbnail, and then I scroll across to New Mexico. I may have said we're learning New Jersey today, but it's New Mexico. And here is the thumbnail for New Mexico. When I click that thumbnail, it opens up a channel of games that are available to help learn the counties of New Mexico. And then the thumbnail on the left where it says resources to learn New Mexico, you can print, you'll find access to these maps. You can print those maps, photocopy them, use as many as you need. But I'm going to get right into this game. I'm going to click the thumbnail that says play the color map game. I click that, and I'm going to go into multiplayer mode just in case some of the other members of the Click and Learn team can join us and show how this works. I'm going to select the blue team.
Let's learn New Mexico counties.
And I'm going to turn off the sound. When I click go, the first 7 counties alphabetically appear on the screen. And it asks us to find Bernalillo County. Now, I think this is Bernalillo County. So watch what happens if I click the correct button. I get a green light, the button disappears, the question changes to Catron, and I'm not native New Mexico, so I might not pronounce all of these correct, but that's the beauty of the internet. You can send us a comment and tell us how to pronounce some of these phonetically if I'm doing them wrong. So notice that when I click the correct button, the button disappeared. I think this was the one I clicked. The question changes to Catron, and we're racing the clock. We only have 10 seconds to get these first 7 answered correctly. So let's go. Let's see if we can find Catron. Okay, that is Chavez. Okay, that was Catron, and now it asks for Chavez. Cibola, that is DeBaca. When I click the wrong button, notice that I get a red light, and it tells me, in this case, this is Colfax. So even when you get it wrong, you're still learning. I learned this is Colfax because it's going to ask me for that. In a few seconds, I click OK. Cibola, okay. Colfax, there we go. Curry. Now it's going to be one of these, so I've got a 50% chance of getting this right, but we can also use the Show Me button. Notice the Show Me button appears in the top right corner after 5 seconds since the last correct answer. So I know this is Curry, and this, of course, has got to be DeBaca because that's the only one left on the screen. I was 77 seconds over. It takes about 4 plays to learn to get through each level. So I click the go button. I know that this is Colfax. This is Curry, I think is what it said. But I know that this is Bernalillo. Also, I'm racing the clock. I've got 10 seconds. I think it was over 100 seconds too long the first time. I click on Bernalillo. The question changes to Catron. Catron. That's not Catron. Catron. That's Catron. Chavez, Cibola, Colfax. I know this is Colfax, and one of these 2 is Curry. Okay, that's DeBaca, so this must be Curry. And this is DeBaca. I was 11 seconds over, much faster than the first time. Let's do this again. I'm going to do this a couple times. And I whisper as I click. I say the names of the counties as I click, because one of the goals of our system is that you be able to recite in this case, 33 counties in 33 seconds and score 100% on that blank map that I showed you. Those are the goals of our system. So in order to do that, we whisper as we click, and we focus and we concentrate. We get rid of distraction because this is not easy to beat the clock. Okay, not easy. By not easy, it means it takes about 4 times to do this. Bernalillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax. And that pattern helps us. I know that when I go through this, one of these is Curry and one of these is DeBaca. But I remember the pattern that I clicked. I clicked the yellow one and then the red one. So that helps us. 8 seconds over. This is Bernalillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, and DeBaca. Now, here's the other thing. Let's play that again, because I want to tell you that I'm going to replay, because until I get confidence to go on to the next level, I want to know this level, these 7 questions so quickly that I can fly through them without looking at the question. And you cannot beat the clock if you have to look at the question each time. You have to know that after Bernardillo, it's going to be Catron, Chavez, Sabola, Colfax, Curry, and Debaca. So without even looking at the question, I can fly through this. San Bernardino, Bernardillo, Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Sabola, Colfax, Curry, and Debaca. Okay. San Bernardino. I was thinking of California. Okay, we're going to replay that. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Sabola, Colfax, Curry, and Debaca. I feel confident enough to go to the next level, which is 14 questions. We're going to click the go button. We still review the first 7. We've got also more time, of course. We've got 20 seconds instead of 10 because we've got 14 questions. I'm going to see how well I can fly through the first level. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Sabola, Colfax, Curry, Debaca, and now we have 7 new ones. Donna Anna. I know it's someplace down here. That was Grant. That was Hidalgo. Interesting. So many states share the same names of counties. I think one of our viewers said that there are 31 states that have a Washington County. So I think there's a Hidalgo County in Texas down by the south part, next to Cameron, next to Starr County. I'm going to click OK. Okay, it asks for Donna Anna. I'm going to use the show me button. Okay, I was close. Donna Anna, Eddie. Okay, Grant. I remember one of these is Grant. Okay, that's Hidalgo. This is Grant. Guadalupe. I know this is Hidalgo, so one of these must be Guadalupe. What was this? I clicked this by mistake. That is Leah. Oh, Leah. Okay, that was, but this is Leah. This is Grant, so this must be Harding. It asked for Harding. Harding, Hidalgo, and Leah. We were 33 seconds over. I clicked the go button. Fly through the first 7. Okay, B, we do this alphabetically. It's Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Sabola, Colfax, Curry, and Debaca. And then, okay, let's just do that. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Sabola, Colfax, Curry, Debaca, and Donna Anna. Okay, this is Donna Anna. Eddie was this one. No, that's Leah. Eddie is this one. Grant. This is Hidalgo, so this is Grant. Guadalupe. Okay, this is Guadalupe. Okay. I'm going to stay on the blue team. This is Guadalupe, G.H. Harding, H. Hidalgo, and L. Leah. 10 seconds over. I'm getting better. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Sabola, Colfax, Curry, Debaca, Donna Anna, Eddie, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, and Leah. 2 seconds over. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Sabola, Colfax, Curry, Debaca, Donna Anna, Eddie, EFG, Grant, G, and Guadalupe, H, Hidalgo. No, that was Harding, Hidalgo, and Leah. 1 second over. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Sabola, Colfax, Curry, Debaca, Donna Anna, Eddie, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, and Leah. Okay, we beat the clock. I'm going to do it one more time to reinforce what I just learned. Okay, click the go button. Oh no, you know what I did? I clicked the go. 29 seconds over, click the go button. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, DeBaca. The alphabet helps me because I know that after Curry, I get to the D's. DeBaca, Donna Anna, Eddie, G, Grant and Guadalupe, H, Harding and Hidalgo, L, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, okay? Four L's, Luna, M, McKinley, Mora, Element Otero, and Quay, OPQ Quay. 12 seconds over. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, Donna Anna, DeBaca, Donna Anna, Eddie, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, and now we got four L's, Leah, Lincoln, Luna, where's Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, M, McKinley, I know there's at least two M's, there's Mora, McKinley, Mora, Otero, O, and then Quay, Q. 2 seconds over. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, D, DeBaca, Donna Anna, Eddie, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, four L's, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, two M's, McKinley and Mora, and then an O, Otero, and a Q, Quay. Okay, I beat the clock. And now I'm going to show you this replay button. This is what I wanted to show you a few minutes ago. I can replay that level of 21 questions before I go to the level of 28 questions. So I click replay. And I'm answering these questions without even looking at the question at the top. I'm clicking the buttons and saying the names of the county without looking at the question. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, D, DeBaca, D, Donna Anna, E, Eddie, E, G, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, L, four L's, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, McKinley, Mora, Otero, Quay. And we beat the clock. So let's move on to 28 questions. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, DeBaca, Donna Anna, Eddie, G, Grant, Guadalupe, Hidalgo, Harding, Hidalgo, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, McKinley, Mora, Otero, Q, Quay. Now we have 7 new questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 new questions. One of these is Rio Arriba. We're learning this next level. Okay, this was Roosevelt. Roosevelt, how do I think of that? Roosevelt is on the right side of New Mexico. Roosevelt's on the right. Let's see if this is Rio Arriba. San Miguel, that's an S. This is R-S. Roosevelt, I forgot what that was already. Roosevelt. See what this is. This is Sierra. Let's use the show me button. Okay, this is Rio Arriba. Roosevelt, I know where that is now. Sandoval, let's see what this is. This is San Miguel. This is Santa Fe, okay. That's where the capital is. Well, I assume Santa Fe is in Santa Fe County. It's not always the case. For example, Houston is not in Houston County. Houston is in Harris County. So just because it says Santa Fe County, it does not mean that's where the capital is. I'm going to find out. But it asks for Sandoval. Okay, I got that. San Juan. This is Santa Fe. This is Sierra. Show me button. Okay, this is San Juan. San Juan. San Miguel. Yeah, I know this is Santa Fe, so this might be San Miguel. Santa Fe, and there's only one left, Sierra. 80 seconds over. Okay, I was talking a lot. Now I'll focus. Focus and whisper. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, DeBaca, Donna Ana, Eddy, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, L, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, M, McKinley, there are two, McKinley and Mora, O, Otero, Q, Quay, Rio Arriba. I know it's not this one. No, it's not this one. No, it's not this one. It's one of these. Okay, that's Sandoval. San Miguel. Show me. Rio Arriba. And I know Roosevelt. Sandoval. San Juan. San Miguel. Santa Fe. And it looks like Sierra. Let's see what we have going on here. I'm going to take off this little thing at the top. We already know what our goal is. I'm going to see if I can score 100% on this map. And I just have one little quick thing to do here. Okay. Okay. That's one of the guys on the Click and Learn team letting me know that they are going to be watching in a little bit as well. And the other thing about when you're doing live streaming, I have learned that it's better to have a couple of people on the screen, because if someone puts in a comment, we want to reply to that. And when I'm getting in and really focusing and concentrating, I might not even realize any comments have come in. So that's why it's best to have two people, so one of your teammates can reply to and let you know, here's a question. Okay, let's click go. I was 17 seconds over. I think we're at the 28 county level. Focus and concentrate and whisper. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola. Think ahead. I think when I click Cibola, I'm thinking of Colfax, Curry, DeBaca. Okay, Colfax, Curry, DeBaca. I'm thinking of the next D. Donna Ana, I'm thinking of E. Eddy, G. Grant, Guadalupe, H. Harding, Hidalgo, L. 4 L's, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, M. 2 M's, McKinley and Mora. LM and O, Otero, PQ is Quay. Now we get to, okay, Rio Arriba. Got it. Roosevelt, I know where that is. Sandoval. Okay, this is Sandoval, this is San Miguel, I think. Sandoval. This is San Juan, San Miguel, Santa Fe, Sierra. 9 seconds over. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, DeBaca, Donna Ana, Eddy, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, McKinley, Mora, Otero, Quay, Rio Arriba, Roosevelt, Sandoval, San Juan, San Miguel, Santa Fe, and Sierra. Okay, we beat the clock. Now here's the other thing. I'm going to show you another feature. If you're going through, let's say we're learning the countries of Europe, and you do 7, you master that, you master 14, 21, 28, and now you get to the next level, which is 35. And you already know the first 7, 14, 21, so we let you bypass that with something called the Circle Back 7 feature, where when I click this, it lets me review the last 7 that I may have stumbled on. Okay, I know this is, I'll tell you, but before I even start, I know this is Rio Arriba. This is Roosevelt. This is Sierra. This is Santa Fe. And the other ones, San something, San something, and San Miguel are in this order. Sandoval, San Juan, San Miguel, and then maybe Santa Fe and Sierra. Let's see how we do. Rio Arriba, Roosevelt, Sandoval, San Juan, San Miguel, Santa Fe, and Sierra. That's just another feature to help you gain confidence before you go to the next level. Now, the next level includes all 33 counties. I'm going to click the Go button. I know without looking at the question. I know the first 28 without looking at the questions. I know it's going to be Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, DeBaca, Donna Ana, Eddy, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, Leah, 4L, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, McKinley, Mora, Otero, Quay, Rio Arriba, Roosevelt, Sandoval, San Juan, San Miguel, Sierra. No, what's it asking for? Santa Fe and Sierra. Socorro. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new questions and 5 new buttons. It asks for Socorro. This is Union. This is Taos. Choose the Show Me button because this is Socorro. This is Taos. I know this is Union, so one of these two is Torrance. See if it is. This is Union, and the last one, Valencia. Valencia is right below Bernardillo. So the first one and the last one alphabetically are right next to each other. That might, I'm going to click the blue team again. That might help me remember the first one and the last one are right next to each other. Bernardillo, Valencia. Okay, I was 31 seconds over. We're going to fly through this. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, DeBaca, Donna Ana, Eddy. What did I do? Okay, I did. I clicked the right one. No, I didn't. Donna Ana, Eddy, Grant. One of these is Guadalupe. What was? Oh, this is San Miguel. This is Guadalupe. G. Harding, Hidalgo, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, McKinley, Mora, Otero, Quay, Rio Arriba, Roosevelt, Sandoval. I don't even have to look at the question. San Juan, San Miguel, Santa Fe, and Sierra. And now we do these next 5. Socorro, Taos, Torrance. I know this is Union, and I know this is Valencia. So this got to be Torrance, Union, and Valencia. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I really liked it, but I was 15 seconds over. Okay. When I get to Santa Fe on Friday, and if I can get an appointment, at least even visit with the receptionist at front and show them some of the rewards that we have for students who master the 50 states or who master the 33 counties of New Mexico. And I hope that the receptionist, if I don't have an appointment, if I can't get an appointment, I hope that the receptionist will at least give me 33 seconds. I'll hand her the stopwatch or him the stopwatch and have them time me as I recite the counties of a state that I do not even live in. Now, they might think this guy is insane and they might be calling security. I don't know. I'm going to be polite because I know they're busy. I know they get salespeople all the time. This is not to be a sales meeting. I just want you to know. This is an exchange of information. Okay, was I over the time limit? I'm pretty sure it was. Now I focus and I concentrate. I can do this. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Cebola, Koufax, Curry, DeBaca, Donna Anna, Eddie, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, McKinley, Mora, Otero, Quay, and now Rio Arriba, Roosevelt, Sandoval. I am looking at the question. Sandoval, San Juan, San Miguel, Sierra, no, it asked for Santa Fe, Sierra, Taos. What's it asking for? Socorro, Taos, Torrance, Union, and Valencia. I beat the clock, but I stumbled. I'm not confident enough to go to random order yet, so I'm going to replay that level. Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Cebola, Koufax, Curry, DeBaca, Donna Anna, Eddie, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, McKinley, Mora, Otero, Quay, Rio Arriba, Roosevelt, Sandoval, San Juan, San Miguel, Santa Fe, Sierra, Socorro, I think it's Taos, Torrance, Union, and Valencia. We beat the clock by 12 seconds. Okay, and that's the exciting part of this. Let's see if I'm on the right scene here. Sometimes I mess up. And let's see if there's any comments yet. Okay, none of the guys have stopped in yet. Let's go back to here, and I'm going to get back in, and now I feel confident enough that I'm going to go to the next mode, which is random order. And in random order, you do have to look at the question each time. So we'll give you, I think it's 2 seconds per question, because you have to look at the question before you click the correct button. Still, so we're racing the clock. When I click the green, Bernardillo, Sierra, Chavez, Leah, Sandoval, Torrance, Santa Fe, and I know that this is going to be Koufax. After Santa Fe is going to be Koufax. Okay? Getting very, very close. Here's the other thing. You want to use a mouse, a real mouse, when you play these games, because that helps with the kinetic part of learning. For example, I remember the pattern that we use to click. A real mouse lets you have some movement. For example, Bernardillo, Catron, Chavez, Cebola, Koufax, Curry, DeBaca, Donna Anna, Eddie, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, McKinley, Mora. The pattern that you use with the mouse helps you, and that helps you remember as well. Use a real mouse, whisper as you click. Well, another thing, I want to tell you about this. You want to use the correct tools. When you are playing sports, you use a baseball bat to play baseball. You can't play golf with a baseball bat. Well, maybe you can, but you're not going to get you're going to be terrible at it. You can't hit a home run with a golf club. You have to use the right tools, and it's the same with this. If you use a phone, it's kind of interesting to watch videos and watch someone and watch me perhaps play New Mexico. But when you want to play it yourself, and it asks for Bernardillo, can you touch the correct place without touching, let's say, Valencia? Very difficult on a small device. So you want to use the correct tools, and that's going to be a laptop or a iPad or a tablet or a Chromebook or a computer. The bigger the screen, the easier it is for you to accurately click. For example, in Texas, there are 254 buttons on the screen. And there's one section where there's about 6 of them so close together it's hard to click. And it's almost, I would say, impossible to click, let's say, Franklin or Wood or Upshur County, because they're all so close to each other. My point is, use the correct tool or you're wasting your time. Seriously. Okay, I was 1 second over. And the other thing, of course, is focus and concentrate. So I'm going to focus. Whisper as I click. Okay, these are in random order. Torrance, Harding, Salamos, San Miguel, Lincoln, Catron, Valencia, Leah, Mora, Hidalgo, Socorro, Luna, Santa Fe, Otero, Colfax, Curry, Quay, Union, Eddy, Donna Ana, San Juan, De Baca, Cibola, Guadalupe, McKinley, Taos, Roosevelt, Grant, Chavez, Rio Riba, Bernadillo, Sandoval, and Sierra. Let's see if I beat the clock. Okay, still 1 second over. Do that again and see what we can do. 1 second over. McKinley, Bernadillo, Leah, Harding, Chavez, Curry, Catron, Union, Los Alamos, San Juan, Torrance, Otero, Rio Arriba, Luna, Eddy, Santa Fe, San Miguel, Socorro, Sierra, De Baca, Guadalupe, Sandoval, Hidalgo, Colfax, Grant, Quay, Lincoln, Mora, Valencia, Donna Ana, Cibola, Roosevelt, and Taos. Come on, beat the clock. You really learn. This is repetition. Okay. One more time. No, as many times as it takes, actually, because the next mode is test mode. Okay, go. Okay. Luna, De Baca, come on, that was Donna Ana, De Baca, Torrance, San Juan, Eddy, Santa Fe, Harding, Curry, Cibola, Union, Sandoval, Catron, Mora, Rio Riba, Grant, Valencia, Sierra, Roosevelt, Los Alamos, Taos, Hidalgo, Donna Ana, Socorro, Chavez, Chavez, Colfax, might take me another time, San Miguel, Bernadillo, Otero, McKinley, Quay, Lincoln, Lee, and Guadalupe. I beat it. I beat the clock. Okay. And at the bottom it says Bob cleared the level 6 of New Mexico counties. So when you're playing as a group, each person has a race car, or in this case a bicycle, And every time you get a new smart or answer a next question correctly, you get a smart. And I'm the only one playing right now, so I'm, of course, in the lead. And uh, anyway, that was exciting. It took me, I would say, 8 times playing in random order to beat the clock. And now we click the go button. We're going to be in test mode. In test mode, you're not racing the clock. You have time to think and click correctly. You look at the question. It's Valencia, Cibola. I think this is Cibola. I know this is Catron. This is Cibola. I get a green light still, but the buttons do not disappear in test mode. Rio Arriba, Chavez, Curry. Sometimes the colors help as well. McKinley, because I know Lincoln was a purple one towards the center there. San Miguel, Los Alamos, Sandoval, Harding, Hidalgo, bottom left, Catron. Oh, what did I do? Okay, you see what happens? I got a red light, so I missed that. So far, I've answered 12 of 33. I've missed one, so I'm not going to get 100%. I'll have to do this over. I was clicking faster than I was thinking. Okay? Guadalupe. You think Guadalupe, Donna Ana. This is De Baca. This is Donna Ana. Mora, Colfax, De Baca. This was Curry. This is De Baca. The pattern helps me remember. This is Sierra, and this is Socorro. Santa Fe, Roosevelt on the right, Grant, Luna, lower, Luna, Bernardillo, the first one, San Juan, top left, Otero, Eddie. I know this is Leah, and this is Eddie. Leah, okay, that's coincidence. Lincoln, Torrance, Union, upper right, Quay, Taos at the top, Sierra. Okay, I got 96%, and it shows us which ones we got right or wrong. It shows us I've got a red button here, so I know that's the one I missed. So you look at those and you say, okay, Catron, I have to click more carefully. And you click this button to bring us to the next part of this. I click the go button. Test mode. Torrance, Curry, Santa Fe, Concentrate, Union, McKinley, Socorro, Otero, Catron. This is what I missed a minute ago. This is Catron, De Baca, Colfax, Lincoln, Eddie, Luna, Los Alamos, Chavez, Bernardillo, Valencia, very nice, Mora, Roosevelt, Hidalgo, Sierra, Sandoval, Guadalupe would be this one, Quay, Grant, Donna Ana, Rio Arriba, Cibola, right above Catron, Cibola, San Miguel, Harding, Taos, and so far I've answered 31. It tells you up in the top left corner. San Juan, and Leah got 100%. And that's how you get in and learn. That's how you review. I have been doing this video for 50 minutes. That's less than an hour. And here's the other thing I want to show you. I want to tell you this. If I can do it this quickly, you and your students and your teachers can do it faster and better. We've got some comments in here. Let me see what people are saying. Okay, James is in. Okay, James. Oh, this is cool. Here I'm going to show you what James is one of our followers, and he occasionally gets in and watches and comments. And sometimes we were in the other day, and we were not sure how to pronounce. Matt was playing, and he was not sure how to pronounce one of the counties. So James went to, maybe he just knew how to pronounce it. So here we go. And his first comment was, I didn't see him all at first. He says, "Good evening, Click and Learn team." And then he said, "Nice." I'm not sure what part he said this at. Maybe when I succeeded at something. He said, "Nice, finally took you 8 times to get here, but you got it." And he says, "Used to live in Otero County." And so apparently I pronounced it correctly, or he would have, I think he would have given me phonetics how to pronounce that. So that was Otero. And then, so he used to live in Otero. He used to live right down here near the bottom of New Mexico, which is right above. So what's right above New Mexico? Okay. Well, actually, New Mexico is at the bottom of the United States. So Mexico is below that. And yes, Los Alamos is a very small county. So thank you, James, for dropping in. And I want to repeat this. If I can do it this quickly, you and your teachers and your students can do it quicker. Here's the other thing. And you may, if you're from New Mexico, you may remember maybe a couple of decades ago, if you're older like me, you remember when people were, if they went on vacation, if they were going to New Mexico. I was working in a computer group and in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And one of the guys, him and his wife were going to be going to New Mexico. And he asked, there was a bunch of us in the room, and he asked us, "What currency do I need in New Mexico? And do I need a passport?" All of you from New Mexico, if you're old enough, you remember those. You remember that people did not even realize New Mexico is one of the 50 states. Do I need a passport? What language do they speak? All of these, but that speaks to the illiteracy of so many Americans when it comes to geography. I got another comment from, okay, let's see what it says. Texas is great. Okay, Texas slides under New Mexico. So Otero, Texas is directly south of Otero, and El Paso is the most left county of Texas. So that's pretty cool. And that's the beauty of the internet. You can learn from each other. I'm going to get back into that game, and I'm going to show you a couple of other items. Now that we have, I'm going to click this button to close that part. Now that we have learned the counties, and that might be a cramming session. That might be enough to get us 100% on the test that you might have next Monday. But in order for you to retain the information, we have a couple of other methods or features. I'm going to click the exit button. I'm going to get back into New Mexico, but now, instead of going through the learn process, 7-14-21, I'm going to switch to review mode. Click review mode, click multiplayer, and click go. All the questions are on the screen there in alphabetical order, so you don't have to go through 7-14-21. You just go to Bernardino Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, DeBaca, Donna Ana, Eddie, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, L, M, McKinley, Mora, N.O., Otero, Quay, Q. Quay, Otero Quay, Rio Arriba, Roosevelt, Sandoval, San Juan, San Miguel, San Sierra, no, Santa Fe, Sierra, Sandoval, Taos, Torrance, Union, and Valencia. That's how easy it is to review. It only took, 30 seconds to review. Let's exit from that and let's get back into that. And we're going to click this same thumbnail, but now we're going to switch to test mode and multiplayer. It has all 33 questions. I click the go button. You know how test mode works now. I'm just going to fly through this if I can. Donna Ana, I'm going to try for 100%. Sierra, Catron, Eddie, San Juan, Roosevelt, Grant, Socorro, right above Sierra, Guadalupe, Valencia, McKinley, Torrance, Colfax, Hidalgo, Sandoval, yellow one up here, DeBaca, Curry, Luna, Union, Lincoln, Leah, Bernardillo, Otero, Taos, Rio Arriba, Mora, Santa Fe. Am I on the right screen here? Yes, okay. Sometimes I forget to bring up the right screen and you're watching something that's not happening. Quay. I'm getting better at this. We're all learning. The guys, I got two younger guys are helping me learn to do this. Harding, Chavez. I'm a slow learner, by the way, so if I can do this, you can do it. Honest. Chavez would be this one. Cibola, San Miguel, Los Alamos. Okay, I got 100%. And once you get 100%, click this button to end the little game. Once you get 100%, first of all, at the bottom it says Bob completed New Mexico counties, or whatever your student name is, or whatever your friend's name is, appears at the bottom when you're playing in multiplayer mode. Okay, so once you get 100% in test mode, you can click this button. It downloads or uploads, no, it downloads a certificate to your computer that you can print. And it says, in this case, it says Bob scored 100% on counties of New Mexico, and it tells them the date that I did that. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to exit. That is what I wanted to show you today. And here's the other thing. Here's one way that I review. And here, James is very kind. He says, you have a sharp mind for geography. Impressive. It's not me, honestly, James. It is not me. It is the software. When we were in Puerto Rico last month, we brought 3 of our other team members, and one of them, Mark, spent only 4 hours learning the 78 municipalities of Puerto Rico. And in 4 hours, he was able to score 100% on that test mode. One of the other guys on the team, Matt, our video editor, spent 2 hours one day and then about 30 minutes the next day, and he scored 100% on the first 28 municipalities. So that is the beauty of this system. We use so many features to help educationally help you and your students and your teachers learn how to do this. So where was I going? I'm going to go back to this screen, and I'm going to tell you, I was going to tell you how I review. When I'm driving long distance on the interstate, they have these mile markers. Every mile is another mile marker, and it's 60 miles an hour. First of all, I might get run over at 60 miles an hour, but at 60 miles an hour, it takes a minute to go between 1 mile marker and the other. So what I try to do is see if I can recite the countries of Africa before I get to the next mile marker, or the countries of Europe before I can get to the next mile marker. And when I'm working with counties like New Jersey, I would say, let's see if I can recite the 21 New Jersey counties 3 times before I get to the next mile marker. That's one way of reviewing. And at night when I'm going to bed, I take the list of counties. If I'm learning something new, I'll take the list of the counties of New Mexico. Oh, I wanted to show you something. Let's see if we can really do this. Let's swing over to this. I told you 2 goals of the system. Be able to score 100% on this blank map, which we provide, and be able to recite all 33 counties in, let's see if we can do this in 33 seconds. I'm going to click the go button, and I'm going to start with Bernalillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, Donna Ana, DeBaca, Donna Ana, Eddy, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, McKinley, Mora, Otero, Quay, Rio Arriba, Roosevelt. There's a bunch of R's, aren't there? Roosevelt. Man. Okay. I'm going to get back in and review. I'm going to get in review mode, and then we're going to do this again. That was kind of, I did not beat the clock. I knew I was not going to beat the clock. I'm going to get into New Mexico. I'm going to switch to review mode. I'm going to leave it in single player because I really have to concentrate. Okay. Bernalillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, DeBaca, Donna Ana, Eddy, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, McKinley, Mora, Inman, Otero, Quay, and then what happens after Quay? Let's just see. QR, Rio Arriba. Maybe there was only 2 R's. We'll see. Bernalillo, Catron, Chavez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, DeBaca, Donna Ana, Eddy, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, McKinley, 2 M's, McKinley, Mora, Otero, Quay, and then we get to R, Rio Arriba, Roosevelt. Okay, only 2 R's. Then we get to, I think it's Sandoval. Is it Sandoval? San Juan, San Miguel, Santa Fe, Socorro. I think Sierra might be in there first. Okay, let's do Sandoval, San Juan, San Miguel, Santa Fe, Sierra, Socorro, and the T's are 2 T's, Taos and Torrance, Union and Valencia. So there are 2 R's, Rio Arriba and Roosevelt, and then we get to Sandoval, Sandoval, San Juan, San Miguel, Santa Fe, Sierra, Socorro, Taos, Torrance, Union, Valencia. Let's do that again. The S's are Rio Arriba, Roosevelt, Sandoval, San Juan, San McKinley, Santa Fe, Sierra, Socorro, Taos, Torrance, Union, Valencia. Okay. I'm going to exit from that. And I'm going to go back to here where you can see my stopwatch. Okay. Let's go. Bernardillo, Catron, Cervez, Cibola, Colfax, Curry, DeBaca, Donna Ana, Eddy, Grant, Guadalupe, Harding, Hidalgo, Leah, Lincoln, Los Alamos, Luna, McKinley, Mora, Otero, Quay, QR, Rio Arriba, Roosevelt, S. Sandoval, San Juan, San Miguel, Santa Fe, Sierra, San Socorro, Taos, Torrance, Union, Valencia, and 33 counties in 27 seconds. I may have skipped one of those counties. I'm going to watch this video later and see if I got them all. But that's a goal. That's a goal. And with this system, you and your students and your teachers can do this, because I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to show you, seriously, if this guy can do it so quickly, you and your friends can do it faster and better. And also, thank you for watching. This is fun. To me, this is exciting. I enjoy it. And in the comments, if you're watching this later, you can add comments on what do you call it? YouTube, to ask us if we can do, let's say, your state or your counties, and if you're watching this, put a comment and let us know where you're from. And if you're from New Mexico, let us know what county you're from as we click it. So anyway, again, thank you for watching. And now you get to see our little movie trailer that I tell you, the whole Click and Learn team made this little trailer. It was a lot of fun. I remember that. And even the little pictures that you see in here were made by a couple of the people on our team. Anyway, thank you for watching, seriously. And thank you, James, for following along and for your comments. We appreciate that. And anybody else that wants to watch us while we're playing, we really appreciate you being here, because we believe geography is important, as you can tell. So that's it. Take care. Thank you. Okay, here we go.